Shannon Lee. I came across an article about Shannon Lee reporting what she said recently again about the 2019, I think it was, movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Quentin Tarantino movie, um, in which her father, she objects to the way Bruce Lee, the late great Bruce Lee, was portrayed. She says he was portrayed as being arrogant. I've only seen one clip of it, and that's when he has the fight, or the actor portraying Bruce Lee has the fight with the extra as portrayed by Brad Pitt. Apparently, there was a real scrap on set. I've only seen that bit of it. Um, but yeah, she didn't like the way Tarantino portrayed her father. Fair enough. It's about her father. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole film, so I couldn't really say. But again, she's doing this. They found him to be overly arrogant, overly confident, arrogant. Who are they? I have to say, in my experience, the stories are mostly from white men, and this rang something in my head. I've seen her before going on about Whitey. I mean, how would that work if she inserted any other ethnicity in there? I think there'd be one hell of a stink about that, but apparently not in this case. It's fine. So I found another article, 2019, in which Shannon Lee says she is effing tired of white men's portrayals of her father. Right, it's one portrayal. It's Quentin Tarantino. So why is an entire ethnicity getting bashed? She has a bit of a problem about Whitey, Shannon Lee. And as I say, if this was any other ethnicity, say it's about Indians or Oriental males, Indian males, Oriental males, black men, black males, would that be all right? No, like hell it wouldn't. Like hell would it be all right, and quite rightly so. There'd be a hell of a stink. Um, and I follow the Bruce Lee page on Facebook, the official site, which I believe is run by her, or she has a big play in running it. A few years back, this was about a time she went full on Orange Man bad, till eventually even people that said, "Look, I'm anti-Trump," or "I can't stand Trump," whatever. Can you just keep your personal opinions to yourself or your own Facebook page, and just this page is about your father and a major inspirational, brilliant figure. Can you stop crowbarring your political opinions in? But she managed to go one further. This is from memory, so I can't provide any links for this. But there were attacks. There was a spate of attacks on, I think it was mainly Asian females in America, which she linked to Trump's, when Trump went about the coronavirus, when Trump said it comes from China. She managed to put a link into there. This is all Trump's fault, and the strong implication that what the far right or the white, I don't know, whatever, the far right white were committing these attacks, until finally the media could no longer keep it a secret, or they had to report that in fact the overwhelming majority of these attacks, definitely the overwhelming majority of the attacks, were not being committed by white males, shall we say. I better not say anything more than that, because I have heard that a number of channels have been suspended or otherwise censored for reporting unfortunate facts. But yeah, suffice to say that Whitey wasn't responsible for that. It got. I'm not saying never. White males never do terrible things. Obviously, I'm not saying that. But in this case, overwhelmingly not. But the point being, as soon as that came out, by a major coincidence, Shannon Lee suddenly shut the hell up about attacks on Asians, or Asian women in particular, in America. I think it was predominantly Asian women. Suddenly it just didn't matter anymore. She'd gone on full on anti-Trump, and Trump was causing all these attacks, his words and stuff, and it was crickets. And I noticed this was across the board, and quite a few people who were very feisty and outspoken. Suddenly, when the facts didn't fit their narrative anymore, they never said another thing about it, not another peep. Suddenly it didn't matter, and very much so in Shannon Lee's case. But she just generally seems to have an axe to grind about Whitey. I don't know if there's just some reflection that something happened in her life to make her, and like I say, again, not to be boring, she said it about any other ethnic group, it'd be completely unacceptable. Or if to say this was a completely, I know she's mixed race, this was a white woman saying, "I'm so effing tired of black men," because say Spike Lee had directed the movie, and a movie, a white woman, about a famous white woman's father, and she said, "I'm so effing tired of black men," because the director may have been say he was black. Would that be right? No, like hell it wouldn't, and again, quite rightly so. Right, so why is it all right here? And she just seems to have a real axe to grind. Um, and I might say I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan, and it just seems to completely anathema to to his message, which really was all people are equal and just we're all, be water, my friend. He's one wonderful sage. Like, and I'm not saying he didn't have his flaws or his demons, like we all do. But look at Enter the Dragon, mixed race cast, women in their major roles. So yeah, just across the board, and that seems like real diverse, if we want to use that word, filmmaking. I mean, I don't know why we ever have to notice such things, to be honest, but back then it probably mattered even more than it seems to do now. But classic film that featured a really truly diverse cast, and I don't understand what Shannon Lee's thing is, but it just seems really deliberately divisive, and she seems to have it's uncomfortable, and it just seems rather toxic, actually.